Superintendent Lance Thorne is investigating a murder in a city merchant bank. Banker John Field and his rival Dan Maitland, forced to work together on a big takeover bid for Dinslow Chemicals, have also quarrelled over John's longtime girlfriend, stockbroker Kate McRennie. Kate was present when John's PR tour of the Dinslow plants went wrong. John is a suspect in Thorne's murder investigation, but Thorne has also traced Mrs. Alison Tindell, who threatened the murdered man. In a conversation with Thorne's wife, Millie, Mrs. Tindell apparently confesses that her son Rupert committed the murder.
How'd it go?
I was rebuked.
I'm sorry. You're still a cop. I mean, you haven't been demoted or anything.
No. I'm still a superintendent. But thanks to your intolerable meddling, I'm likely to remain one for longer than I would have done.
Well, is that what he said?
No. That is not what the Assistant Commissioner said. That is not how things are done in this country. He was very sympathetic, said it was rotten luck and could have happened to anybody. But what he meant was that I'm an unreliable laughingstock who can't control my wife.
But I don't see what I did that's so terrible.
You interfered with an investigation, and as a result, a suspect is on the run.
But I told you, I just went to get the cast iron.
No, you were doing exactly what you damn well wanted to. Typical bloody arrogance. We are not supposed to mention cases at home. Of course, we all do. But if the Assistant Commissioner even suspected you'd gone there for any other purpose, I'd be back on the beat.
All right. I was trying to help. And maybe I thought if I could get something from his mother, which I did, it would help you. And I'm certain that Mrs. Tindell knows where he is.
I've questioned her. She denies it.
Well, I could be wrong. But she could be lying.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Yes. Is she a relative?
My daughter, Margaret.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you know all about us, then? You know she died of a heart condition before she was 32.
I understand she was a writer.
An architectural historian. She wrote a splendid book on English ruins. She was very talented. She would have written a good many more books. And the silly girl had to go and die.
Is this it?
Put that back.
Can I have a look at it?
If you haven't got a search warrant, you have no right to touch any of my property.
Put it back, Sergeant.
Now I'd like to finish my letter. Oh, no, it's not to Rupert. Haven't found him yet, have you?
Well hidden, is he?
Oh, Rupert knows how to look after himself.
I believe you know where he is.
What makes you think that?
It would be better for everyone concerned, including Rupert, if he were found.
Oh, yes.
If he's innocent, he's got nothing to fear.
Rupert is not a murderer. He's not a threat to another living soul.
Mrs. Tindell, may I remind you...
Oh, I know I've committed a felony, and I'm only at liberty because of the remarkable benevolence of the police force. Now, if you don't intend to carry me away in irons, would you please go now?
Hey, just had the afternoon bulletin from the receiving bank.
Yes?
Level of acceptances is up to 12% on the bid.
That's a long way from 50, isn't it?
It is movement.
Thank you, Miller. Please get the boot, would you?
Welcome home, sir.
Thank you, Krish.
Yeah, you had a nice trip?
Yes, excellent. My speech to the American Astrological Union was the hit of the week. And that's what the Miami Times said anyway. Anything of importance here?
Nah, just some cop. Superintendent, I think. He wants to talk to you about a murder at Carsilman. I just wondered, sir, now you're back, maybe you could start giving me some astrology lessons.
Where do I have the time, Krishna? Oh, Krish. Chewing gum?
Sorry, master.
You live in my home. You can observe. Is that not enough?
Yeah, but you told my dad you were going to teach me how to do horoscopes.
I am not your father's guardian angel. I think I've done enough for him already.
Yeah, but you told me that...
All right, Krish. I'll try and find time to give you tuition. Now, perhaps you could fetch me a bite to eat. I shall be in my study, and then I shall be going on to Carsilman. In his late 20s or early 30s.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
He's a spiv.
What is a spiv?
Oh, we had them during the war. Crooked peddlers, small-time black marketeers.
You're saying this man is dishonest?
I'm saying your whole character profile is incredible. You say he'll be a late starter. I'm saying he's making £100,000 per annum now. You say he's wise and responsible. I'm afraid I see him as an alcoholic and a scoundrel. You say I should make him head of my dealing room.
I do not. That's for you to decide. I'm merely showing you what his horoscope reveals.
Why do I listen to you?
Because it focuses your thoughts.
What?
It provides coordinates. Space is endless. But with 3 intersecting planes, you can plot any position in the universe. The same with my horoscopes. They provide coordinates with which you can plot your own insights.
Oh, very good. After an association going back 20 years, you now tell me that astrology is pure fantasy.
No, Max. It is impure fantasy. Like the rest of science. I don't know if it works. I only know how to cast horoscopes according to the techniques established by the ancients. Now, you say that this young man is a spiv. Well, his horoscope suggests that he might even become responsible.
Oh, well, you're often right.
Oh, Max, I'm never right.
I was just looking at this chart you drew up on Charles Makepeace 15 years ago. You predicted he lived to be 61 or 62.
And how old was he when he died?
61.
Well, please don't tell the police. They might think I had a hand in making my prediction come true.
Yes, of course. Yes, right. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was the OFT. Bad news. Our bid's been referred to the Monopolies Commission. So, here's what I propose to do about it. 1, we could let the bid lapse. 2, we could wait for the Monopolies Commission, which could take up to 6 months with a turn down at the end of it, who knows. Or, our bid's been referred because of the overlap in the pharmaceuticals business.
Sir Max isn't going to like that, and you're putting yourself out in a limb.
Oh, come off it, Dan. The old traditions are for the old school. I'm here to win this takeover, so I'm advising our clients to withdraw the bid, sell off their pharmaceuticals, and then we can represent the bid, and Bob's your uncle, we aren't a monopoly anymore.
Okay. Okay, this gambit of yours, has someone tried it before?
Yeah, of course. Caused a lot of bother, questions in the house, threats of legal action, all that bullshit.
Well, Sir Max may try to block it. And Dinslow isn't going to be too keen either.
I know. And I'm going to see Sir Max as soon as he gets back. And I'm going to propose to him and the rest of the board that it's our only hope.
Isabel, this is a surprise. How nice of you to drop in.
Good of you to make time for me.
Come on in. Would you like a coffee?
No. No coffee, thanks.
Come and sit over here. You'll be more comfortable. How are you? You coping?
Yes.
It must have been a dreadful shock.
Yes. Yes, it was. Which is very strange when you think I'd prepared myself so often. With his heart, it was only a matter of time.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so.
Max, you're not nervous with me, are you?
Nervous? Why should I be?
Well, it's the first time we've been alone together for 25 years.
We've never lost touch, Isabel.
I said alone, Max.
No, well...
Which is very strange, because when you started out in the city, we were pretty much alone together for, 5 years.
Isabel.
Oh, don't worry. I haven't come here to resurrect a dead romance.
But it's not dead.
What?
It never has been dead for me. You were the first woman in my life.
Oh.
I don't think it's a small thing. You were the first, and my poor sick wife was the second. And I'll tell you something else. I've never stopped loving you.
Max.
In my memory, as we were when we were young.
Ah, I see. That kind of love. It all worked out frightfully well, didn't it, Max? Your arrangement. The man you found me.
You chose him.
No. No, I didn't. Your wife's money helped make you Sir Max Silman, eminent banker. And I know you overpromoted Charles for my sake.
Isabel, what can I do for you?
I've decided to go back into business.
Oh, please, don't rush into things.
Well, I've quite a bit of life left in me, Max. I don't feel any different from that girl you gave up all those years ago.
Yes? Oh, ask him to wait a minute, will you, please? Sorry, Isabel. Somebody I have to see. I'm afraid it won't wait.
All right. When can we continue this discussion, Max?
Oh, let's have lunch. I'll telephone you.
No, not lunch. Dinner. I gather you're free on Tuesday. Wine, candlelight.
And gossip. Can I please run my bank?
Yes, of course.
Welcome to my somewhat extravagant home. Krish is bringing us some fresh coffee.
Oh, there's no need.
Oh, there is great need. Hospitality is a sacred obligation. Now, you're here on official business, Superintendent, is that right?
We're investigating the murder of Charles Makepeace at Carsilman.
And I am a suspect because I dislike the bigoted, drunken old bore, is that it?
Could you tell me what you were doing on the night of the 8th of June?
The night of the 8th of June. But that was not the night that Charles Makepeace died.
Could you just answer the question, sir?
Well, let me see. That night I did nothing. I stayed at home.
I see. And can anyone confirm that, sir?
No, no one. You see, it was Krishna's day off, so I stayed in my room working. A person phoned. They often do. People that I don't know, asking for an appointment, wanting to pick my brains. So I said I'd give him 10 minutes. But he did not show up.
Could I have his name, sir?
Impossible. Because you see, all I remember writing down is the initial M. Now, there must be quite a few M's in London, don't you think, Superintendent? Come in. Leave it there, Krish.
Yes, Master.
So you saw no one at all on the night of the 8th of June?
No, no one. So I'm afraid I have no alibi. I hope you brought your handcuffs.
The 8th? That was my girlfriend's birthday.
What has your girlfriend got to do with it?
Well, I went to see her, didn't I? We was going to go out for some eats and that, but she had some sort of flu, so I came home early. Don't you remember, Master? I bought you some tea around about 10.
Really? Yeah. I don't remember.
And when I got in, about 8 that was, you were having a ruck with some geezer.
Keep quiet, Krish.
Yeah, but if you need an alibi...
I need obedience, Krish. Keep quiet and get out.
So, which one's telling the truth?
Yo, psst, psst, come here.
Well, go on, then.
He didn't do it, you know.
Didn't he? Who didn't do what?
The Master. He didn't do whatever you think he done. He must have forgot. He had someone with him in his study that night.
Go on.
Well, they was talking low, and I didn't know they was there, but just as I got to the door, their voices got all loud and heated.
Saying what?
No, couldn't hear that much. Thick doors. That's because he gets all kinds of top people in there, you know, like he's here a film star and whatnot. But it was loud enough to hear those arguing, and I think the geezer had like a Scotch accent.
I see.
What, then about 8:30, I hear the front door open and then close. And then the master goes into his bedroom. That's just underneath my room, you see. Then I hear him, "Don't touch that!" Then I hear him moving about from time to time all evening. Round about 10, I took him his usual tea, so I can say for certain that the master never left the house. You getting this down, geez?
Yes. So you can't hear what's going on in the study, but you can hear what's going on in Mr. Singh's bedroom?
That's right. Thick doors, thin floors.
Why do you call Mr. Singh the master?
Well, that's because he is the master, and I'm the pupil. But still, I have given him an alibi, haven't I?
Oh, definitely. If what you say is true.
Well, it's true, all right?
Good. And you'd tell me, of course, if you were lying.
Yeah, if I was lying, I'd... You're very funny.
One of them is lying.
I think they're both telling the truth.
Explain.
One of them's got their dates muddled.
Wrong. Krishna is telling the truth, the astrologer is lying. Give it a couple of days and go back and see the lad. We're all near his generation, Sergeant. Talk to him about pop groups, things like that. Find out what he knows.
Yes, sir.
I want to place a full-page ad taking Fenn and Browning apart.
On what grounds?
Managerial incompetence, mainly.
Out of the question.
That's it.
You're proposing, I take it, to withdraw the Dinslow bid and represent it in a newly drafted form.
Yes, sir, then we can sell off the pharmaceuticals.
You do realize they'd be held to pay from the Office of Fair Trading.
Possibly,
It's
but I
an
have...
ill-judged and extremely tacky a maneuver.
Does that mean you won't allow it, sir?
Not at all. I always allow my executives to go to hell in their own way.
Excellent photographs.
Did Margaret Tindell take them herself?
Oh, yes. Wrote it and photographed it. Represents 3 years field work.
So what do you think?
Well, the photographs are particularly well framed and the quality
About
of the...
Mrs. Tindall's manner, Pillock.
Well, she got very angry and then made me put the book back.
So what do you think? Lots of good hiding places. Read that. Now, why the hell didn't you keep an eye on him? Oh, this muck-up with heritage can do us a lot of no good. We could get some bad publicity.
With respect, sir, there shouldn't have been a chemical hazard at the plant in the first place.
Where was Maitland?
Maitland wasn't there. Mr. Morrison, if you prefer that Maitland took over this operation, I'm sure it could be...
No, it's all right. Brush that chip off your shoulder. Right. Now, how do we represent the bid?
Well, we call a meeting. Our advisors, your people. Say, 7, possible?
Only just. It's all going coroners in this business, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Look. Yeah, of course. Look, I know what you're saying, but there's no way I can give you an answer at the moment. I have to come back to you. About 3 hours. Right, fine. Yes, I know. The meeting's not fixed until 7 o'clock, but I'm not too happy about your proposal. Any prospective buyer will know it's a forced sale. We'd be bound to take a heavy loss on the pharmaceuticals.
No, not at all, not necessarily. And we can guarantee more than one bidder. It'll be a very lively auction.
You think so? Look, that would take time. What about Carr Silman finding us a buyer at asset value?
I know we'd lose a bit, but we'd gain time. We could proceed immediately.
If you were in a hurry, yes. I wouldn't advise it, but if that's what you want, I'd have to refer back.
Refer away. You've got an hour and a half. The Japanese could start a new industry in that time.
Hi.
Hello. I tried to call you back, but you'd left.
What gives?
Nothing. Just that I'm wasting your time. I remember just after you'd phoned, I got it wrong.
You got what wrong?
Well, it was a different night. The night I heard my master with someone.
Look, you said your girlfriend had flu.
Right. She did. Well, phone her up and ask her. And I did leave early, but what I forgot was I went to the pictures.
Really?
Down in Islington.
So you didn't get home until late?
Went to see Beth the Virgin.
And you didn't hear Muscat sing with anyone?
Very avant-garde film. You seen it?
Please tell me the truth.
Oh. Anyway, can't stop and chat. I'm in the mood. But if I remember anything else, I'll give you a buzz, okay?
This is a list of selected clients, sir. All potential buyers for Dinslow's Pharmaceuticals. I don't foresee any problems.
I don't like it. He's put us on the spot, hasn't he, Field? Our fee is negligible if the bid doesn't succeed.
Oh, yes, sir. There is a positive PR aspect to this, sir. If we're seen to support our clients like this.
In the old days, it used to be the client that took the risk and the advisor that took the fee. Seems the logical approach for a bank, wouldn't you say, Field?
You there?
Good morning.
Boy, you look bushed.
Could have something to do with work, I suppose.
Oh, knock it off. What's the latest?
The usual. A shout to get MPs, the Trade Secretary, the press. You'd think I was mounting a terrorist campaign, not representing a takeover bid. And the old man's ticking away upstairs.
Has Sir Max said anything?
Oh, yes. Yes, he said it was my operation, but my guess is he means that my head's on the block. You could get this department yet, Dan.
Well, there'll always be a place for you, John.
Look, I'm sorry, but I just didn't seem to get anywhere with him. I know he's lying, though.
All right, put a tail on him. You seen this?
No.
Well, they got one of Mustard Killer's. One of the boys who worked the demos for him. Seems he welched on their payments.
Does that let Field off the hook?
Not yet. Wish it did. Too many bloody suspects. Old Tindall's still favourite.
Shall we carry on checking out these ruins?
I don't know.
All right.
Wait a minute. Caravan. His sister had a caravan. Now she lived in it while she did her field work. Now I wonder what's happened to that.
Yeah. The Monopolies Commission? Yeah. Yes, put them on. Listen, bring me the file, will you, Dinah? Yeah, Dinslow number 4, OK? Yeah, thank you.
Morning, Dan.
Morning, Mrs.
Everything all right, is it?
Everything's fine, Mrs. Novotny, thank you.
Yes, I see, yeah. No, not at all. Thank you. Yeah, goodbye.
Here's the Dinslow number 4 file, and here's your coffee.
Thank you.
Bad news?
They've looked at our represented bid and they see no grounds for referral anymore.
Well done. Congratulations.
Subject only to the market. By God, we'll beat the bastards.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's nice to see you, Boots. Good of you to rally.
Yes, I was a bit surprised, having seen you only last week at the Radwalls.
Oh, well, then I discovered you were working for Ace Chemical Company. Whatever happened to the building trade?
Oh, bloody unions refused to do routine maintenance, so the bloody scaffolding collapsed, and the bloody firm went bust to the tune of $6 million. Oh, God, Dan. I wish I was a better driver. I'd chuck industry and race motor cars. No union problems there, at least.
What about my little problem, Boots?
I don't know that I can help you.
Why the hell not? You've worked for Fane and Browning?
Ah, yes, Dan, but in a distant province. No idea what goes on at HQ.
Well, if you can't help me with that, maybe you can tell me whether or not our bid is going to succeed.
Not according to the bars. That says heritage won't shift. Look, I'll put a few feelers out, Dan. I'd like to help you for old time's sake. After all, you taught me to chat up girls. Trouble was, there weren't any girls at Westminster in those days, so I chatted up the boys instead.
Boots, I need something. Anything. Anything I can get my hands on.
I'll do my best. Have you heard from old Carders? He hopped across to your side of the pond, went into snake farming. Ghastly profession, I'd have thought. Waiter.
How do you like them? Shaken or stirred?
I'll leave that to you. So, who's the White Knight?
White Knight? There isn't any.
Oh, I think there is. Someone's riding to the rescue of Fane and Browning.
What makes you think so?
Buzz, buzz.
Those are just bees, Kate. No White Knight.
And you would tell me if there were.
Exactly. Well, I gotta get that. Can you take her the drinks? Remember now, don't shake them.
I think I'll manage.
All right, just stir. Boots? Dan here. Really? That sounds interesting. No, of course I understand. And he's prepared to meet me. Good. Walthamstow? Where the hell is Walthamstow? No, I'll find it. Just give me the address. Erskine Avenue. Is that with an E? Good. 11 in the morning. Moe's Cafe. Got it. All right, how much do you think? 50, 100? All right, I'll bring 100. No, I'm very grateful. Naturally. So long, Boots.
Business?
Yeah, something John and I are working on. Cheers.
Cheers.
Stirred, not shaken. We have a takeover bid that's run into trouble.
And Boots is helping out. How'd you get that name?
Boots? He was at school with me. He used to wear his boots in bed. He had 6 toes and 1 foot and was shy about it. He's working for one of the companies involved. John doesn't know what I'm doing. And I don't want him to.
You don't have to worry about me.
Inspector Mallory.
Right, sir.
Superintendent Thorne, Sergeant Valentine.
You had a good time. We've got a constable down there keeping an eye on him.
Good. You know the lie of the land, so you better do the cross-country stuff. We'll go down the embankment. Is there any other approach?
Heading across the fields, that's hard going. We've got a tractor stuck across the cutting. If he tries either way, we can cut him off.
Good. Right. Shall we be able to hold him?
Right.
Take your get, lads. Remember, he's dangerous.
That's it. Gently, darling. Gently, gently. Let her go if she wants to. This was a really bad idea. Look at all this stuff. It's ridiculous. You can't give a little girl such an enchanting pen and then just take it away again.
Well, I'll get her something else.
You have to persuade her it's a good swap.
I will.
And this bloke really wants her back on Sunday?
I'm afraid so.
Who'd you say he was?
He's some broker fella, you know. A client. We needed to look after him, that's all.
She's going to be heartbroken, you know that.
I'll get her a puppy, if that makes you any happier, all right?
Call her, darling.
Zelda!
I don't know. Some people can land in the shit and come out smelling the roses. Brought you some grapes.
Thanks.
I going to be stuck in here?
Oh, 4 or 5 days yet. You'll miss Millie's housewarming. At the new cottage.
Have you found Tindell?
Found his car, not him.
I better get out of bed and give you a hand.
State you're in, you couldn't stand up to a toddler. You just rest.
I could have taken the tray.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm feeling quite paternal towards Griselda. Be happy to see her installed in a new home. So that's Tarleton,
That's Tarleton.
the family seat.
No, this is home.
How long your family lived there?
Well, that house is late 17th century. The family seat's a huge castle east of Dundee, but it's always full of Arabs and Americans demolishing the game. That's how Daddy earns a living these days.
Who are your father's bankers?
I haven't a clue. Do you think he should use your firm?
He could do worse.
Oh, darling, you have been a good girl. Come on. Thank you. She's so used to people. I'm worried she won't be able to fend for herself. Do you think she'd be safer in a zoo?
No. No, anything's better than captivity. Yeah.
Good luck, Griselda. Fancy a swim?
It's not deep enough, is it?
There's a swimming hole further upstream. Come on, I'll show you.
I haven't got a costume.
We don't use them. It's idiotic to get dressed in order to get wet. Have you got any children?
One.
How old?
7.
It's a pity you have to go. Some new neighbours are having a midsummer party. Could be fun.
I don't have to go anywhere.
Rupert will be all right.